back here on the Thursday Throwdown. As promised, we have Ascension Championship action. It's that man right there, the British export, the UK's own, Brandon Lee, has landed in America, and he is looking for Ascension Championship gold before we go off the air.
Yeah, Brandon Lee, Pole, England native, technical style gym. One of the, I mean, for 3 years pro, he looks like he's 18 years. I mean, he's unbelievable in that Mercedes squared circle. Oh no. I smell the arrogance coming to the ring.
As much as Gregory oozes arrogance, he may be as good as he thinks he is. Already a champion at just 20 years old. Gorgeous Greg, only a 2-year pro, and has already turned heads. But he has a tough international challenge in our featured contest this week here on the Thursday Throwdown.
That's right. He likes to refer to himself as a generational talent, Jim. You know, he talks about having an impact on his business. I mean, at 20 years old and already holding the championship, yes, I'm not going to take anything away from him. But Gorgeous Gregory, you know, isn't up to Brandon Lee to smack him in the mouth and shut that mouth, because nobody has been able to shut the mouth of Gorgeous Gregory.
You see those turnbuckles? You see these
Very brash, a lot of bravado, but a lot of talent to back it up.
Oh my goodness. And the crowd is just hating this man. I don't know if it's his taste in music or just how he just sometimes can pull some pages out of the Rule Breaker handbook. Jim, we've both seen that.
Yeah, there's no woe that Gregory won't take, but it's about results. And the results right now are that Gregory is a champion. We're going to see if that's still the case by the time we finish this episode of the Thursday Throwdown.
You know, Jim, we always talk about resumes and like different features, different accolades that these athletes have. One of them, I will say, Gorgeous Gregory actually has a win over Big League John McChesney, and that's a huge name in this business.
No doubt about it here. Gorgeous Greg, as you said, very brash. A lot of bravado, going to take his time, going to make the challenger wait here, going to try to frustrate the British grappler Brandon Lee. As you said, Doc, Brandon Lee, a student of Oliver Gray, trained in the classical British style, names like Johnny Saint, Tony Jones, Tony Sinclair.
Brandon Lee's resume speaks for itself, but I mean, I hope he's ready for Gorgeous Gregory. I mean, I really do, because Gorgeous Gregory, you know, there's a belt around that man's waist, and there's a reason that belt's around his waist.
Greg does not look too pleased with his Uniontown faithful.
No, he doesn't. Then again, you know, I don't really think everybody here in Ryse Arena really appreciates it. You know?
Quick shout out to one Ty Cross. Has some family obligations, so thank you for sitting in for Ty Cross. Doc Doggett.
Ty, thank you for the seat today. Appreciate you. But tonight, Gorgeous Gregory has to defend that title against Brandon Lee. And he just keeps running his mouth.
You know, after the Ryse tornado of 2024, I think Ty Cross deserves a few weeks off anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Everybody knows
Oh boy, here we go.
that before I wrestle for each and every...
That was thanks, champ. Here you go. Gorgeous Gregory looks a little bit upset after that one. I don't know about you, Jim. I plan not to do that to you, but I don't think you'd appreciate that.
Not unless you're paying me, pal. Don't get any ideas.
Then again, I mean, I told you I'd fill in for Ty, but not all his obligations. But I'm going to say this right now.
$96,000 Diamond Road, and
Now wait a minute here. This is supposed to be a championship matchup.
This should be wrestling by now. I mean, the man that knows how to waste time. I mean, my goodness. You want to waste some time, go shopping or something. But, I mean, again, he does this here at the ref. He does this everywhere. He demands this. It's in his culture.
That is a fancy jacket. I'll give him that.
I mean, I'll say this. Look at the physique on this man. I will give him that much credit, but
He's pumping a lot of iron, that's for sure.
he has his hands full to here. And here the bell finally rings. And here we go.
Finally, we get a bell. Brandon Lee challenging Gorgeous Greg for the Ascension Championship. My name's Jim Amato, your Doc Doherty.
All I'm going to say, this crowd is, I'm letting them speak for it. They want to see a fight, and they're about to get one here tonight. Again, for the Ascension Championship here at Ryse Pro Wrestling.
As we've said, the British grappler Brandon Lee, trained by Oliver Gray in that British style. We know Johnny Saint, Marty St. Clair, Dynamite Kid, etc., etc., all the big names from England. Brandon Lee carrying on that style. And it'll be interesting to see how the Ascension Champion, deals with that style.
That's right, as Brandon Lee is like, he's playing mind games, Jim. He's playing some mind games, which we usually know Gorgeous Gregory to play his mind games as these two lock it up right now. And Gorgeous Gregory's already pulling the hair and trying to get advantage here. Puts him in the corner and Brandon Lee pushing him back, teaching him, you're not the biggest dog in this yard right now.
Brandon Lee did not make that flight from England to play games. He arrived in America to make an impact and win some championships, and he has the opportunity to do that before we go off the air this week on the Thursday Throwdown.
And as you can see, Gorgeous Gregory pretty much retreating to the outside just to get a breather, just to, get a breath of fresh air here. But again, there's no timeouts in pro wrestling, Jim. You know that, I know that. And Brandon Lee now just awaiting the champion here as these two lock it up right now. And Gorgeous Gregory now in a little bit of trouble. Oh, wait, has that arm. What's he going to do? He's going to try to snap it off here. And oh, my goodness.
And that's what I'm talking about. As cocky and as arrogant as Gorgeous Greg is, he may be as talented as he thinks he is. We're going to roll through, try to neutralize the pressure. Back heel trip from the champion. And this is what we expected. Two young lions in the wrestling business showing you just how talented they are.
As right now, Gorgeous Gregory using that hair, but again, you got to do what you got to do to defend that title. Referee didn't see it. You know what that means, Jim. And oh my goodness, he is just working that arm. He's trying to rip that shoulder right out of the socket here.
And look how Gregory has the knee on the jaw of Brandon Lee there to really try to fully control the opponent, forcing Brandon Lee to expend that much more energy to escape here. But look at this.
Look at that agility by Lee as he goes ahead and twists the arm. And now he has him in that headlock, but he sends him off to the ropes and all. Big shoulder block by the Pool England native. And the challenger's going nuts, Jim.
Up and over here. Ducks the clothesline. Puts on the brakes.
Hashtag hip toss.
The champion goes for a ride. Somewhere Jock Sampson was glad to hear that one.
Yeah, that was definitely for him.
Gregory retreating to the outside here. Very smart. Wants to slow down the momentum of the challenger.
Well, this crowd is getting behind Brandon Lee. They want to see him do it. Could you imagine if Brandon Lee were to take that Ryse Ascension Championship and defend it in England?
Absolutely. International stakes on the line here. The challenger got a little overzealous, and the champion made him pay for it here. Now we're seeing the table tilt back into the favor of Gregory.
Yeah, he is just right now, he is taking advantage of a weakened Brandon Lee. Tosses him out of the ring. Oh man, this is going outside. Gorgeous Gregory, if I may, Jim, pretty much wreaked havoc here in Ryse along with the great success, if I remember correctly.
Greg has been very polarizing, to say the least. And we talked about how technical Brandon Lee is. That may be why Greg is trying to take this out of the ring, take Brandon Lee out of his element, but Brandon Lee's gonna fight fire with fire here.
That's why he started chopping back, trying to gain some momentum. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh!
He may have cracked his hand.
That's a couple knuckles right there, even a finger or two.
Those metacarpals may be cracked.
My goodness, he used scientific terms here. That's unbelievable. But anyways, I can't believe it. I mean, his hand just bounced off that steel beam. There's no giving that steel beam.
Absolutely not. Lee is up top, perched here. Nice defensive wrestling by Gregory.
Takes out Lee there. Oh, kick to the chest. And now Gorgeous Gregory taking advantage.
Maybe a sense of urgency from Gregory. He may realize just how much jeopardy that championship is in.
That's right, as he is just stomping away. He is not stopping, he is choking Brandon Lee. Now he has to count of 5, and yes, he used that advantage. Brandon Lee's in a little bit of trouble here as Gorgeous Gregory again starts to just take the win, take whatever he can out of Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee is coming into this match with such ferocity. It is unbelievable.
Down here.
Now he's in that opposite corner. Oh,
what a clothesline. Well said, Doc, because he took his head off, hooks that leg, and Brandon Lee just barely gets the shoulder up that time.
One of them, I mean, you see some clotheslines all the time, but that was like Stan Hansen lariat type right there. I mean, he took Lee out with that one. As right now, he is just taking it to Brandon Lee, has him up.
Front Chantry going to try to dictate the posture of the challenger. But nice counter. Brandon Lee muscling up Gregory that time. The tables could be turning yet again, Doc.
That's right, that suplex. Could that be it as he just delivers those rights? And oh, wait a minute now. Gregory trying to fight back here. Oh!
Lowered the boom that time. Well done by the champion.
I mean, what a back elbow that was. Is right now, that took a lot out of Brandon Lee. I mean, those moves right under the chin, right button, that could knock somebody out. I mean, Lee is wobbly after that one. He can't even get to his feet. My God. Gregory wants to try to keep this Ryse Ascension championship. But is it enough? Is it enough to try? Brandon Lee, look at him just trying to fight out of that, Jim.
Absolutely. And of course, Gregory knows that getting the challenger on the canvas is where you can win the matchup, and in his case, retain the championship.
Yeah,
very, very smart wrestling from Gorgeous Gregory. I really believe it's not a stretch to call him a very young ring general in there.
That's right, and right now he is just trying to choke, trying to do whatever he can to just take out Brandon Lee, take away whatever he can. You know, air is a big thing when you're a professional wrestler. A couple rights, and oh, again, using the hair. Gorgeous Gregory.
No shortcut that man won't take. He has a dubious reputation for a reason.
The referee was letting him know about himself, but again, this crowd, you can hear them cheering Brandon's name, trying to get behind him here. Did you hear that, Jim? I'm sending him back to England. This is exactly what the champion is calling here as he puts Brandon Lee on that top rope.
High-risk situation here.
Uh-oh. I felt that from here. Uh-oh.
The flesh-on-flesh impact. Told you the story of that one.
That's right, Brandon Lee now in trouble.
Look out, perched up top.
And now in trouble. Oh, wait a minute, Gregory's down.
Could this be the chance? Could this be where Brandon Lee makes his attempt to wrestle away the Ascension Championship?
To the top. Missile drop kick and a beauty. My goodness, did you see the air on that one, Jim? Just the height, the elevation, oh my goodness.
Pivotal point in this contest, Doc. The first man to their feet will certainly have an advantage in the conclusion of this championship contest.
Right now, Brandon Lee asking for this Uniontown crowd to get behind him. He's trying to feed off their power. I mean, he sacrificed his own body at that missile dropkick as both competitors are to their feet right now.
And it's gut check time here. Who wants it more? Who wants to walk out of Uniontown as the Ascension champion?
That's right. It's a barrage of punches by both of these individuals. Oh, rakes the eyes, though.
If you can't see, you can't fight.
Oh, we're back and forth. Gregory off the ropes. But that ain't stopping Brandon Lee as he just delivers just pretty much a bunch of clotheslines there. Flying back elbow.
Brandon Lee is cooking here.
Has him up. Oh! That's a stop.
New champ.
2?
No. 2.5. It doesn't get any closer than that, Doc.
That was a millisecond away of being our new Ryse Ascension champion. Brandon Lee thinks it's a 3 count. Uh-oh. He's going where he's most dangerous, Jim. And that is to the top rope here.
High risk, high odds, high reward.
There he goes, Brandon Lee now. I mean, he's a little bit beaten. He's a little bit battered. I mean, Gregory, they've been taking it to each other. But wait, gorgeous Gregory now catching him in the nick of time here. To that second rope. Oh, my goodness. Punching in his ribs again, taking away that air. That has been his game plan this whole matchup. Oh, no.
Look out. Superplex. Everyone goes crashing to the canvas.
I felt that from here.
And Lee kicked out. I don't believe it.
Brandon Lee showing intestinal fortitude as he just kicks out in the nick of time. Holy shnikes. And right now, gorgeous Gregory's beside himself. He cannot believe how hard of a matchup this is. I mean, to defend your Ascension Championship against someone like Brandon Lee. And Brandon Lee now, a little wobbly, kick to the midsection by Gregory. Has him going for that DDT, it looked like, but no.
Schoolboy, shoulders down. No.
Just in the nick of time again.
Ace Crusher off the ropes.
Could that be it? Could that be what Brandon Lee needs? Going to the top again.
The British import could be calling himself a British champion. He hits it. Make that cover, young man.
Oh!
No, I don't believe it. I thought for sure inches away from a new champion.
Gorgeous Gregory saving that Ryse Ascension Championship, getting his shoulder up just in the nick of time.
This right here is championship competition personified.
You know, you talk about memorable matches in Ryse Pro Wrestling. People are going to be talking about this years from now. This matchup right here. Lee lines him up, going for it. Oh! Referee almost got kicked there.
Gregory using Nick Brown as a shield. Plants the challenger, and he got him.
That was a low blow if I ever saw one.
That impactful. It was a hell of a fight, and Gregory had to use the referee to distract the challenger. But the bottom line is, after a hellacious battle,